Hello everyone. Thank you for stopping by my channel. This is Denise and hopefully I can creatively inspire you today to make some of your own DIY galaxy rose slash flowers. I was actually pretty inspired when I seen those galaxy roses all over the place in like the Facebook feed and Instagram, and I just started seeing these beautiful galaxy roses and I'm thinking, wow. I'm like, wow, just like, has anybody ever tried to make their own? Because I'm not a big fan of like certain colors that particular rose had, and I thought, what would it be like if I made my own? And the idea originated from the Dollar Tree challenge using the, foil cookie sheets to make some foil faux metal flowers for your home. I'm not sure if anyone's seen that video that I have, but I made a grungy type of a sunflower using the same type of material, but it's big and I love it, and it was a lot of fun actually. But you can go check that video out and you can see how I made it there. But this video here, I actually, it inspired me. So the challenge from the Dollar Tree store, that inspired me, and as well as the Galaxy Rose that I seen going around, that inspired me as well. So I said, let's see. So I gathered all those supplies that I had showed you. Now you want to be very, very careful with the Dollar Tree aluminum pans. These things, right? You want to cut it and it can get very sharp. So you have to be careful. Now, I don't know what type of crafting supplies that you have, or what you have. I mean, I'm not saying this stuff here I have had literally in my craft room. I have a craft room. I do a lot of DIY things. So I had this stuff. I didn't go out, and the only thing literally that I went out and bought was the foil pans. I needed the foil pans. So everything else I had. And let me see. What I did was I had used the paper punch. So after I cut out my foil pan, I left some of this here still, but you still, like I said, be very careful. This is definitely something you do not want to, your child to do, because it's really, it's actually very sharp. You'll be kind of surprised. And I'm not sure, if it will go through like a die cutting machine with die cuts or anything. It could. I haven't tried that. What I tried is what I had, and what I used is my paper punch here. Now, it was getting stuck. It was getting very annoying. It was not easy. Very frustrating, I'm going to say. Very time consuming. Wanted to see if I had a piece here to kind of show you if it'll fit in here, just to give you an idea. But, you could put it in. It doesn't matter. Punch it out. There you go. And then sometimes this all gets stuck, and then you have to wrestle with it and fight with it. So it gets really hard trying to punch out all these little pieces, because in order to make the roses that I made, you will need 5 of these. You will have to punch out 5 of them to make the rose that I made. You can make them however you want. You can put whatever you want on them, but this is my way that I come up with on my own to make them for myself. And this is the stuff that I use for it. So you just get rid of, your scraps. And be careful, because you can cut yourself. So anyhow, so there's the paper punch there. So what I do recommend is you put, lotion on your hands, because that kind of helps protect your hands, your skin, so you can take the waxes off later and wash off your hands easier. So let me see. So I have my lotion. I have to be careful. That's right. I've got scratches on my hands of cats, but actually those scratches, I walk around like a monkey apparently, and I kind of like bang my wrist off a corner of a table, and it kind of hurt. But anyhow, okay. So what I did was I said, I grabbed all these little pastes that I have, And I said, let me see how it would look, you know, on here. Now, I have these 3. I didn't want to go and make 5. You'll get the idea. And I want to show you. I don't know if you can see. It's true. Like how pretty. It's so, so pretty. And it's sparkly. I was really surprised. Now, I also forgot. After I cut them out, I put some too many together, and then I cut them off centered, of course, right? But you put your flowers. You want to get the a hole puncher, and you just want to put that in, and you know, put a hole in the middle there. It's easier than using this tool, which I had showed, which is a little pick. So you can. There's actually something on my screen loading on my driver, so it's hard for me to see. This is literally blocking everything I'm trying to show. But I can believe that this is in. But anyhow, so this here, you can poke a hole through however you want to do it. But I'm going to also tell you, I'm sorry, I did have to say, I picked up the clear. I had the regular, but I picked up the clear Gorilla Glue because foil, it's very hard. If I used my hot glue, it would pick off later or something. And I wasn't sure what I was going to do. But in the end, you don't really need the glue with the idea that I have, but it's a good thing to have on hand. It takes a little while to dry, but this is a really good thing to have on hand if you plan on gluing your foil together. It's just good for the foil. But what I did was, let me see. I'm going to punch so you get this here and you figure out where you want your hole to be, and hopefully you get it marked in the center just right. Alrighty, like that. And hold on, I gotta get my computer so I can see. There you go. I'm having issues with my printer, so things are uploading and all that stuff, and they're popping up on the screen while I'm trying to make this here. My family's home, but they're being quiet for me. So you put the little, you know, hole through there. So what I did was, as I just started picking out colors, let's see. I was just thinking, what colors are really good with, like, you know, the galaxy? What colors remind you of the galaxy? So I had these colors here, and I would just open them up. And yeah, it gets a little messy. Let me see. I have some parchment paper. I don't mind the noise. I'm just, like, you know, throwing things around in my room. Because I have to clean it. Anyhow. So I take a little bit of this, you know, just right on my finger. It's just better that way. Right? And you're just going to start tapping it. You all see that? Yeah, I'll see. Let's see. Let me get down there. All right. Look how pretty, right? And you just add it all on, you know. However much you want, it's up to you. Oops, a little too much there. But I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to do the other side as well. Because when you put your flower together, you can see both sides. Now I'm going to tell you a little secret. I had no idea that the little fairy lights that I bought were 20. There are 20 lights on the strand. 20 little lights. I thought maybe 10. I had no clue there were 20 of them. So I had to make 20 of these times 5, because you had to make 5 of each, right? Oh my God. What a nightmare. But I'm so happy about, you know, with the outcome, because I love my little, I call them like my fairy light galaxy roses. They're so pretty. Okay, so I added, you know, one color there, one side. Okay, then we did, you guys shut that down. Then we're doing this color. It's so pretty. Look at that. Yeah. Oh, I'm getting it in my nails, and I get OCDs with that. Yeah, so I mean, Dollar Tree. I've got that. You go into the Dollar Tree groups, you know, on Facebook, or you go look them up on YouTube, and you will find some amazing inspiration. Such amazing things out there these women are doing with Dollar Tree hacks. It's just unbelievable. Of course, my supplies are not all from Dollar Tree. You know, you have to go to like maybe a craft store. So I'm not sure what kind of supplies you have. This one I tried to revive and it worked. If you need to revive your waxes, what I did is I used, I just kept adding the glycerin. I added just a teeny bit of alcohol, if even a half a teaspoon, and it was like 91%, I think. And then the rest of it was all this, and I just did a little at a time and kept chopping and chopping until it got smooth, and then I just stirred it up, and it has been great ever since. So I can color some of that back up if I want to, you know, give it a little more muted look because it's the silver tone, and it's very pretty still. So I like it, and I'm very happy with the fact that I learned how to make Celeb. So yes, this was hard as a rock, and now look. And then this has been a while. Look how nice and smooth. This is so smooth now. It's smoother than it was ever. So I recommend putting the glycerin in there and just keep, you know, doing a little at a time and breaking it up. It's like if you're adding water to flour. You go a little at a time. All right, so yeah, you can do a little bit of green because, you know, flowers have green in them. You put those where you want, and it does show. It's so pretty. You just dabble. Just do whatever you want to do. It's your flower. I mean, you can cut them out yourself. You can, I'm sure there's just so many different things you can do, but this is just an idea to help maybe inspire you to come up with something for yourself, or maybe even just try to come up and, you know, try and make this exact same thing for yourself. It's gorgeous. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. But anyhow, I'm just going along, and I'm just, you know, this one might have to get fixed soon. This one's getting a little tough. Use your coupons. Don't buy full price. Always use your coupons. Take somebody with you if you want to get a few colors. Got a big family? There you go. You got a few colors. Get some galaxy colors. What do you mean? Yeah. You just use your fingers because you're going to get dirty anyway. Right? So you put that on. So you're getting the idea, right? Let's see. Now, add a little bit of the rose. This one's a little creamy. So that one's going to, I don't want to make that overpower or anything because it's creamy. So I like the galaxy stuff. I want to keep the galaxy stuff in there still. You know. Now, what you could do if you wanted as well is you could get some wire. And you can maybe curl it up inside, you know, and use that for the center. So you can have like a stem, and you can maybe cut out some shapes of some leaves and add that to it. Or like, you know, I was playing a little bit and I made some little butterflies. I was just, it's just kind of hard sticking these in the paper punches. But, you know, there's anything, you know, you want there. But anyhow, this is what I chose to do. You don't have to glue them. You really don't. I'll show you. But what I did here was, you get a little tray or something, right? And I had added a bunch of my little mica powders and stuff. And, you know, I mixed all this stuff. And I mixed it with the Mod Podge and the Glimmer Dust and all that stuff that I had showed you. So I had mixed all that together. And I wanted to make it, you know, nice and sparkly. So that's what happened here. You can see some of the micas there. I don't know if it's showing it there for you. Hopefully you'll be able to see it. I'm not sure. But it's very pretty. So that's how I pretty much did it. And this one has all the stuff on it. Of course, you know, you use your paintbrush and you just make your little mixture and you just get it all on there. And then you want to put all your stuff together. So, of course, you have all the holes there. Now, like I said, you can do the glue in between each. I decided that I thought, you know, you can do pretty brass inside the middle. So you can do anything. I mean, I could do, I'll do the purple. Let's try the purple. Okay. So I have the purple. Excuse my hands. put a little brad here. That's supposed to be able to do the brads. I didn't even think about it. But okay. That one might be a little too... Maybe that's a little too small. I need a bigger brad. Alrighty. That one, I'm just going to have to use this one. And then I can just paint it. So, you put all your little... But, you know, of course, like I said, gluing it. So you put them all together on there. Then you, of course, you want to set your brad there. Then that's when you're going to start manipulating and making it look more like... Oops, I'm sorry. Like this one here needs... This one needs... Let me see. I'm going to put this... If I can fit this in there. Let's see. I might have to re-pierce the hole because I did glue this one. Let's see. Yeah, this one I was just like playing with. So I'm just going to show you. Stick that side. Right? Then you just open that up. Now, what I did as well is I actually, I squeezed in my fairy light. I put it in so you make your hole as wide as you need it for your light. So I was able to get it in. Then I was able to stick this inside and leave some of the fairy light out and then wrap it around and leave it like that. And that's how mine, you know, went. But then you, of course, you can start manipulating with your fingers how you want your flower to look. And you just play with them. And they look nice and shiny and so pretty. So pretty, especially when you use the light. Make sure you, like, you know, offset them, and you can leave them open a little in the middle if you want to see. You can just shut them. Don't forget to use some type of a glitter glue, so you can make it like the icing on the cake, and just line it up all on all the leaves, and there you go. There you have it. That's your beautiful galaxy rose. But like I said, you can also add in the type of wire I said. You know, you can do that, and you can kind of like curl it up and let the other, you know, the part stand on there if you want a stem type of a thing. But, you know, me, I decided I wanted to have these as my fairy lights, and I didn't realize I needed 20 of them. It was a lot of work. But I'm going to tell you something. It's so worth it. They are so pretty. They are so beautiful. I'm so happy that they're done, though. And hopefully I've inspired you to you know, give all this a try. That would be really nice to see what other people come up with. So, yeah, hopefully you like it.